Can we please just throw out the new year, new you crap for 1 second? Because we all know that come maybe February or March, we're still the old us. We've always been the old us. We've always just been us. And of course we go through different situations in our lives. And you know, human species love do-overs. It's like a makeover for us, a do-over, a chance to start over, and the new year gives us just that. The ability to start from day number one, start from scratch, realize all those things we didn't or didn't do the past year, and a new chance to be a new, evolved, shifted version of ourselves. Every year it's the same deal, right? New year, new you. And we're sick of hearing new year, new you, because we know that over time we're gonna maybe revert back to old patterns, or we're going to give up on our diets and resolutions and all this kind of stuff. But it feels good to start, right? It gives us that high, that jump. So I don't want to say that making resolutions or starting a new chapter in your life come January 1st or first week of January is a bad thing, because it's not, right? To set goals, to want to live a healthier, happier life, to get rid of old stuff. You know, by the end of the year, we always feel stuck. Things feel stagnant. Things feel like heavy a lot of times. Like we've been through so much, especially this past year, where by the end of the year, you're just like done. But really, like from December 31st to January 1st, it's not any different than any other day that we wake up to. It's just the symbolism behind it, and everybody's doing the same kind of things, and it feels good to get that jump start, right? It gives us that boost, that little motivation. But, you know, aesthetics aside, we go through cycles in all of our lives, and, you know, things end, things begin. Chapters close, chapters begin. The cycle of life and death, birth, and death, that kind of stuff. But in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things to ditch going into 2025. And these might not be all aesthetics or superficial in nature. I want to go a little deeper here of things that we've learned along the way, because I think it's important that not only at the end of year and beginning of a new chapter or new year is a time, of course, to reflect, to see what we did or didn't do. But there's a lot more to it as a human being, to be a better human being, rather than just losing 10 pounds or 15 pounds or going on a new diet or whatever the new trend is. So that's what I'm going to get into today. 5 things to ditch going into 2025. Number 1 thing to ditch that is keeping you stuck is holding on to grudges or old grudges, not only with other people, but with yourself. This is clutter for your brain. So when you hold on to a grudge, and over time, it just eats away at you. And this is one of the things that we have to learn how to release. And this is something to really work on in the new year, is to release old grudges. Which brings me to number 2, ditching your pride. We always want to be right. We don't want to appear flawed or cracked. We don't want people to see cracks in the surface. So we have pride and we have our ego about us, and we don't want to admit that we're wrong. But this keeps us very energetically stuck and cluttered. Cluttered for your brain, stress, even if it's this underlying constant stress eating away at you, okay? Holding grudges and holding on to your pride because you don't want to admit anything. Which brings me to number 3. Trying to change other people. So we need to ditch trying to change other people or trying to change situations that are out of our control. Sounds easier said than done. But it's something that we need to recognize within ourselves, okay? When we are trying to force ourselves on other people, because everybody's on their own path. You have to realize in life, we are on our own path, that guy over there is on his own path, Everybody's at different levels in their lives. And the more we try to force or change other people, the more we realize that it never works. It never freaking works. And we know this deep down inside, yet we keep doing it. This is why we should let go of grudges, old ways of thinking, old narrow patterns of thinking. Just because we've had this pattern with us, it's been our best friend or own worst enemy for many, many years, and we've held on to it for so long, it's like a grudge, for so long that it feels weird to let it go. It's become part of us. It's almost become like a part, an extra limb, where it feels like something's going to be missing if we just release. But you have to realize that this is part of the clutter that's become part of you. And when the clutter has become part of you, you just get used to it. But it can also drag you down and leave you feeling heavy. So when you're either holding on to stuff or you're really forcing overflowing in your life, then it takes a toll on you. Number 4, toxic habits keeping you energetically stuck. So yes, this can be related to food. What things are you eating maybe that you keep getting sick? You keep getting sick, you keep feeling tired, you keep feeling heavy, you keep feeling like you have fog brain in your head. Sleep. Is your sleep all over the place? Or are you abiding by your circadian rhythm? Are you listening to your body and to your body's intuitive ability when you're eating, when you're sleeping? What things maybe are you using on the outside that are keeping you feeling stuck? Are you taking into account everything in your life, or you're just saying, I'm tired, give me the magic pill, give me the caffeine, but you're not taking into account of anything else you're doing on a lifestyle level? How's your stress levels? Okay. Are you doom scrolling? This is a good one. Are you projecting online? This goes back to trying to change other people or change situations that can't be changed. Or are you instead having a conversation with somebody one-on-one where you really connect on a human level? We have become very disconnected over time from our bodies, but also from each other, right? In the world of social media and online stuff, it's very hard to A, know what is truth anymore, but B, like differentiate, like feel another human's energy or aura or the ability to like understand each other, because we're so disconnected through a screen, and we're not around each other space. We're not around each other's space. So we can't pick up on cues and realize, hey, like we're the same, you know, we it's our pride, it's our ego, it's all that kind of stuff. So what unhealthy or toxic or what are you doing in your life that's making you feel misaligned in your life, that's making you feel tired, that's making you feel stuck, that's making you feel heavy? Look at the whole picture, not just look outside of yourself, look inside of yourself, and what are you doing, and be honest with yourself. And number 5, as we go into the new year, everybody's making resolutions. I would say the biggest thing to ditch are cheat codes and misaligned goals. So, are you making a resolution just because it's trendy, even though it doesn't feel right for you? Or are you doing it because it's the best thing for you as a person to evolve, to grow? So this one's tricky because we get into our head, we want to, hop on what's popular, we want the cheat code. But you have to understand that things in life all take time. The greatest lesson of all is the lesson or test of patience. This is something most of us don't have. Patience, instant gratification, right? We want the cheat code to life. We want the cheat code to weight loss, for example. We want the cheat code for this, for that. We don't want to spend time getting there. And you have to question why. Why? We have a whole life here. We've been learning lessons along the way, and time passes and we don't even realize what's happening because we're always focused on just like the magic bullet. So you can't cheat your own path. You have to realize that. You can't cheat your own path, and it's going to be very difficult sustaining. You can start anything, but sustaining a goal long term, if it's not aligned to you in the first place, if it doesn't feel right, if it feels off, again, going back to your intuition. So these are resolutions that are a little less topical, but like a level below topical, I would say. And these are things that I think would help us if we just paid attention to what we're actually feeling, if we're just honest with ourselves about maybe what we're doing in our lives, and instead of lying to ourselves or trying to lie to ourselves and trying to, get the world to bend in our favor, instead of stepping back and reflecting on it and taking a look at everything we're doing when we, are communicating with other people. How are we doing that? Are we just coming from a place, again, of pride, of ego, of needing to be right, perfectionism? So ditch the perfectionism, right? So these are all things to work on, and they're all things that we're never going to 100% attain or master. They're things that are lifelong resolutions, I guess you could say, that fit into the whole picture. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments below. Hit me up, subscribe. I put out new videos every single week for you on all kinds of cool topics. I will continue doing so into the new year, so make sure you check out some of my other stuff I've put out the past week or so. There's some good stuff in there, and truly appreciate you, and yeah, Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.